There's my big yellow picking bucket, and I've already done about that many. And here's another pan washed and ready for me to start snapping, and here's what I've already got done. So we've got this canning day started, and we'll finish it after a while. Okay, I got all of my beans snapped. This is full. This is about an 18 or 20 quart, and this is a 15, 16 quart pot. I'll show you. So they've got to come up to a boil, and I'm going to boil them for 5 minutes, and then I'm going to jar them and get them in the pressure canners. I got my 2 pressure canners, and I have the water in the bottom up to the line that when you've canned them as much as I have a line that shows, but it's about 2 inches of water in the bottom, and my racks are in there, so my canners are waiting. It'll take a while for these to start boiling, so I'm not going to turn the water on in my canners yet. Now I have my jars washed. I wash them in hot soapy water, and because they're going to be canning under pressure, you don't have to make sure that they're sterile, because that will sterilize it. I think I'd get pretty sterile if I was in that pressure cooker for 25 or 30 minutes. I'll have to look and make sure. I think it's 30 minutes for green beans. And I have my lids and rings over here, and I'll get some water in my electric tea kettle over here and pour over them, because I do, even though they say you don't have to, I still like to have my lids, I like to have them heated, so maybe they'll stick better, seal better. So I'll bring y'all back in a minute when I'm starting on the next step. Okay, they're starting to change colors. The only reason that some of them are light green is because I got busy in there and didn't come in here to stir them, so they'll all be the olive color shortly. And they have to boil for, boy, they're smoking, 3 to 5 minutes, blanch them, and then I'll jar them up. I'll bring y'all back in a minute. Okay, clean hands, clean equipment. This is vinegar to wipe the rim of the jars with. I've got my jars, and in a quart, I'm going to put 1 teaspoon of canning salt in each one. So I'm going to get them filled. I'll do a couple, and then I'll finish them and bring y'all back when it's all said and done, when the pressure's building and all. And you want to leave 1 inch of headspace at the top of your jars. And you're going to want to get them down in there, and then you're going to want to debubble to make sure you have the air out as much as possible. I did half of these last night getting them ready, and the other half, that get my vinegar and wipe my rim. And you can also, while you've got that going around it, be sure that you don't have a chip in your jar. Check one last time there. There'll be one little lady ready for the pot. Okay, let me get another one done here. I'm probably going to have 4 cookers of quarts, I'm pretty sure. I may do 1 cooking of pints, because I do quarts for when the kids are here or have company, but for just me and Troy, pints are plenty. So that's like opening a can of green beans. I'm sure thankful to the good Lord for the harvest. I wanted to restock my green beans. I was totally out. Somehow I keep getting them a little bit full. Debubble it. I'm going to get these two into the pressure canner, and then I'm going to finish filling, and I'll bring y'all back. This one holds 7 quarts, so I've got them in there, and I'm letting the heat come back up. I'm going to put the lid on it, and then you let it vent. I'll show you that. You have to vent it for 10 minutes, and then you let it build up to 10 pounds of pressure, and then you start your time. I actually go 11 pounds on my gauge and try to hold it at 11. See, I have another whole pot of green beans. I have another canner waiting, and I'm fixing to start working on that one. Okay, you can see the steam is coming out. It has to do that for 10 minutes, and it's been venting for 5 minutes. So 5 more minutes, and then I will put the weight on and let it build the pressure up. Sometimes this will come on up while it's venting, and you may get a little bit of pressure being built up, but it won't get up to the amount that it needs to be. This one hasn't started venting yet, so it'll be a little bit behind that one. But that's 14 quarts in the cooker. Cookers, how about that? And I have about that many more to go. Okay, y'all, I went and got my ball canning book out, and for quarts, it is 25 minutes. So 25 minutes at 10 pounds for my altitude. So that's what I'm going to do. When the pressure builds up to 10 pounds, I'll set my timer for 25 minutes. It's going to be a long process because I'm probably going to have, I think I'll have 2 more cookers with the 14 quarts, and then I may have to do some pints, I'm not sure. But I'm thankful for every one of them because we like them and they'll keep on the shelf, and I'll have good food for my family. I know that my vent is roaring, but I hope y'all can understand what I'm saying. I've got it's just a little bit over the 10 pounds. And that's where I like to keep it. And I've got my timer set. We've got 21 and a half minutes left on this canner. And if you'll see, can you see that I've got my pot? Sometimes it's good. I've got it scooted back a little bit. See, off of the burner, you can tell that it's scooted back some. Sometimes you can do that rather than adjust your flame so much if you can get it at a sweet spot where it'll just stay at a constant pressure. The first canner has been going for 25 minutes and the timer went off. So now I've cut my fire out and I'm just going to let it sit there till it comes down off the pressure and I can take the lid off. Okay, here we go. Get them out of the canner. Troy's helping me where I can film. They look pretty. I added some mushrooms to the next batch. I didn't add any beef bouillon yet. I'm thinking about it. But I did add mushrooms. Okay, y'all. I'll have to count again. I went ahead and I needed 3 more quarts. And so I did the broth because it had the mushrooms in it. See, I put mushrooms in some of them. And some of them I didn't. I want to thank y'all for coming along with me on my canning, my green beans. I'm so thankful to the good Lord that our garden made as many as it did and I could put some up. I didn't have any left, and that kind of worries me when I run out of something. I'm fixing to put some chives on my dehydrator. I'm not going to put them on the freeze dryer because I don't want it to smell like chives inside, and I don't know how to get all that out. So I'm just going to put these on my Excalibur. A friend gave me a bunch, so I'm going to put them up for later. I hope y'all are canning and stocking your pantry a little bit because you know what? Whether it's a storm or a pandemic, we don't know what's ahead of us, and you need to kind of be prepared. I hope that what we've been through has been a wake-up call for y'all, and you'll try to put a little bit of stuff up. You've got a freezer on your ice box. Put you a little bit of stuff in the freezer ahead. Just be smart and be wise. Thank y'all for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and share the videos that you enjoy with your friends on social media, or send them to your best friend or whatever. Just share it, and I want this channel to grow. Thank you so much. The good Lord bless y'all. Come back here in a day or two and we'll have something else good.